Let's continue with some more odds here. This time I've given us some marbles. What are the odds in favor of a yellow marble? So one way to think about that is that's going to be yellow to the not yellows. So there are 3 yellows, and adding together the not yellows, there are 12 of those, 4 plus 8. I can reduce that down to get my final answer of 1/4. The odds in favor of drawing a blue marble. So that's going to be blue to not blue. There are 8 blue marbles, and there are 7 that are not blue, the 3 and 4. Now pay attention, B and C are very similar. One asks for the odds and the other asks for the probability. The odds do not use a total. The probability is going to use the total. So I'm just going to add up, and there were a total of 15. So the probability is going to be the number of blue over the total. So it is going to be 8 over 15, and that does not reduce down. So very similar to what I just looked at is number 7. So I want you guys to try, give number 7 and number 8 a try. So go ahead and hit pause, give 7 and 8 a try, and then we'll come back and work those, and I'll do number 9 also. All right. So the odds in favor of event E is selecting a girl. So that's going to be a girl to the boys. So there are 9 girls and there's 7 boys. Probability is going to be girl to total. There are 9 girls and there's 16 total. So make sure you know how to go kind of the difference between those odds and probabilities. 8's kind of going back to what we did on the first example of the odds. The rain today, the probability of rain is 43%. Give that in terms of odds. I know we talked about that with the not stuff before. So we have 1 minus 0.43. That means there's a 0.57 chance of not rain. So remember, odds is not going to use the total. So rain was 0.43 to 0.57. Now we don't like to write the decimal form in odds. So technically, to be correct, to be like grammatically correct, we're going to write them as their percent forms. I left off the percent. It's just 43 to 57. Technically, that is the most reduced form. We don't like to leave decimals. We say they're not reduced. So just kind of leave it as in its percent form there. Number 9 is a little different, so I left it for myself on here. So the probability of drawing a face card, I'm going to tell you, is 3 over 13. There are 12 face cards, and there are 52 total cards, and that reduces down to 3 out of 13. Now this one's different. It asks for the odds against. So the odds against, flip it. It's the bad to the good, or technically, we call that the unfavorable to the favorable. So looking at my numbers here, that 3 over 13, I'm just going to write it a little bit larger. 3 is the good stuff, or the favorable, and 13 is the total. So that means 10 is the bad stuff. And since it said odds against, I'm going to put the bad stuff first and then the good stuff, but do not use the total.